Sundance. Me, Kevin Smith. Welcome to Sundance 2019. And look, it's the director and the cast of Late Night. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Mindy, I'm going to start with you just because you wrote it and you were in it, and we're old friends, of course.
Kevin and I have worked together many times.
We have.
He was on my show like 8 times.
It wasn't that many. I wished it was 8 times, but I got to cameo, and then they called me back, and I was like, ooh, she likes me. And I was always hoping they made me like the weird offset boyfriend, but that never happened.
We were like frenemies on the show.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's how frenemies blossom in a romance.
Yes,
never
that's
happened.
true.
In my version of the show, what we had was much better than what you gave me to do.
No, this is inspiring me for my next movie.
Fair enough.
You and
Speaking
I
of
will go
writing,
next.
you wrote that, you used to write on The Office. This is your first screenplay, so take us through what Late Night's about.
Take you through what Late Night's about. Late Night is about Emma Thompson's character. I should have practiced this better.
What the hell, man?
Wait, what is Late Night about? Late Night's
You
about
hit the
a late
chair
night
so
talk show
hard
host.
going like, me and Kevin are friends, and you thought that would get you through this interview? You have to say some shit.
No, I thought our rapport would let me coast for the rest of this interview.
Coasting is the first 2. Now you actually have to describe
this
the
movie
flip.
is about a late night talk show host named Catherine Newberry, played by Emma Thompson, who is fired from her show. And it's about her struggle to get the show back. And I play one of her writers on her staff. I do these 2 guys. And Amy plays the head of the network.
Beautiful. Now, you guys met on your show?
Yes. Yeah.
And you just like, hey, a director, you'd be useful in the future for something.
Look, another Indian person. Maybe we should become friends.
Yes.
Did you have the idea for this when you worked together, or when you wrote it, you were like, hey, I know the right person for this? How does that happen?
It happened
you can
later.
take it over.
Yeah, I think it happened after. We worked together, and then you wrote the script, and then we met about the script specifically.
And as you come from the episodic world traditionally, right?
I come from indie film, and then I finally broke into episodic, and
Right.
now I'm back in indie film again.
Because it's so lucrative.
Which is perfect.
Yeah, boy, you've gone so far. How
I
amazing.
didn't like all that money, and I decided to come back.
Right, I would imagine. What is it like when you start in indie film and then go to episodic? Indie film, you call every shot. Episodic, you have a very specific role.
I mean, it's awesome, as you can imagine.
It's the easiest money in the world, isn't it? Like fucking crazy. They have me come up and do like Supergirl. I'm like, you're kidding me. You guys are doing this. I'm just watching. But I bet you do a better job than I do.
Hopefully I do a little more than watch.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's fun. I mean, indie film, it's your heart and your soul, and you get all the passion of everybody on the crew and the cast. Everyone's doing it for the love of the project. So that, I think, you can't ever replace. And TV, it's really fun to do all these amazing shows, and I do mostly auteur-driven shows, so it's similar. But there is, like, if you get on a show that's been going for a while, I'd kind of come on set and be like, hey, everyone, and there's a little bit of complacency, and you're like, oh, I'm the nerd that just arrived and is so excited to be here.
Right.
And you
They're
have
like,
to
it's your
kind of...
first day of school. We've been here for 14
Exactly.
years. Yeah, it's weird. The job becomes one of cheerleading. You just become one of like, make everybody happy to be there and stuff, and remember what a good time.
Remind them how lucky we are to do what we're doing.
Exactly. All right, let's talk to cast-wise. How do you guys pull together this amazing cast? You worked with a buddy of mine, man, on Gone Baby Gone, Affleck back in the day. And I remember, of course, I was a big Wire fan as well. What's it like to join up with this crew?
Well, Mindy and I are old pals from The Office, and
Oh my God, that's right! I'm sitting here looking at you both, and I'm like, yes, that's what I've seen. Yes.
glad to refresh your memory there.
Thank you. Bit of a stoner, so some shit just goes, you know. But now that you said it, bam, Instagram moment right there.
There's some offers you get, you're going to say yes even before reading. And this was one of them, but I was like, well, I guess I'll read it anyway. But and it's fantastic. So it was a one-day yes offer.
I had seen her, I think 4 months before, in this off-Broadway show called Love, Love, Love.
Oh, yeah.
And she's so funny in it. And I mean, obviously she was very funny in The Office, but this part is of a character who is like pretty decisive, and some people could call, like she's a very decisive, kind of tough character. And to get someone who projects warmth as naturally as Amy to play that part, it was kind of, it needed that. So it was so nice that she wanted to do it.
And an actor strong enough to go head to head with Emma Thompson was really.
Who is like 3 feet taller than you?
It's intimidating. Yeah.
That's true. I never thought about the height issue. She
I
is
didn't get an
kinda
apple
tall.
box either.
Yeah, like you're contending with like she's Emma Thompson, then you throw on the height, and that might
Yeah.
be a factor.
Yeah.
Let's talk to the gentleman over here. How are you, sir? You also work with a friend of mine, Dave Mandel.
That's right.
Does Veep, and you guys just wrapped Veep.
We just wrapped. We are done.
Finished.
Season wrap.
Was it
Series wrap.
series wrap?
Series wrap.
Was it emotional on a comedy,
It was. Yeah, it was.
or were you guys just bitterly sardonic about the whole thing?
No, it was.
Glad that's over.
The last few weeks, the last few days, as characters were sort of wrapping out, it was you could really feel it build up. And Tony Hale gave me a lot of shit. Just he's like, man, when are you gonna break? And I was just keeping it together. I was more sort of the mind. I was fist pumping, throwing the cap in the air. I mean, it was so rare. It is so rare to get to work on a show that sees its way to a natural finish instead of just someone like pulling the plug and canceling the show. And to me, it just felt so triumphant to get to work with all the people that we got to work with, and Dave and Julia and our amazing guest stars. It was a real treat. It was a real treat.
Dave Mandel lives in the neighborhood, so I see him going to work all the time and
Yep.
whatnot. And at one point, I was like, is it harder doing the show now? He's like, it's impossible.
It's
because
tough.
they couldn't come up with outrageous political issues that
No.
weren't already reflected or worse.
We would have to start animating the show to keep up, which I think that would have been the next step.
Let's talk to you, man. Like, I loved you in I, Tonya.
Thanks, man. I love that.
Black Klansman just got a bunch of nods. You didn't, but you should have. But this is the thing that I need to talk to you about. Are you out there in the world lobbying to play the Penguin in the Batman movie?
Very loudly. My take on the Penguin, I love what Heath Ledger did with the Joker, and my Penguin, I want to study penguins. I want to study abuse victims. I want to do something really deep, dark, sinister, weird, and spontaneous, I would say.
Do you have a take on it already?
I do. It's all over Instagram. It's very much just kind of a. I'll embarrass the shit out of myself if I do it here. So I
do
won't
it
do it
here, man.
It's,
we want to see. I need
oh
a taste.
God, Mindy, I'm gonna. It's like
This is all news to me.
I get to do it in front of Kevin, one of the great comic book.
I know. I know wherever I speak.
world.
Let me see your penguin.
It's like I think it's great that you're on this late night movie. I think it's terrific. But if you really want to be somebody, you're gonna have to get on the poster, young man. So it's like something very.
Give it up, man. That's pretty tremendous.
I don't even know if that's it.
We may have actually seen a penguin from the future. That's not
I
bad.
just want to do something weird and dark with it. Yeah.
All right, if you get a job, I get 10%.
I will genuinely. Brian Walsh, my manager, just heard that. He gets 10%.
It's you and me, Brian. Everybody that comes to interview, we bring out the winter cap. We ask you to reach in, pull out a question, and then everybody answers this question.
Okay. Sorry, everybody. If you had to be snowed in with any celebrity, who would it be?
Feels like a late night question.
Snowed in with any celebrity. I'm starting. Are
You're
you starting?
starting.
Okay.
You start.
Okay. I would say, I'd say Emma Thompson.
Good
And not
plug.
to just bring it, not just plug up the movie, but she's so fun and so smart and funny. And then Idris Elba probably is my second one, right? With the fire going. Right, with the fire going. Gray skin, right. Okay.
So the smart answer and then the real answer.
The real answer. Yeah.
Fair enough. Aim.
Oh my gosh, I want to be snowed in with a celebrity chef who
Smart.
well stocked the kitchen. So, but I don't have a name of a celebrity chef that's coming to mind.
Anybody?
Guy Fieri.
Okay,
Obviously you're
good.
Guy Fieri, she just stuck you with.
Gordon Ramsay might cuss you out. You don't want to.
I mean, come on. If you're gonna be snowed in, I immediately go to tragic snowed in avalanche coming. So I'm gonna take Harrison Ford to get me out of there.
Wait, which Harrison Ford? Because if it's current day Harrison Ford, you're stuck.
He's moving a little slow. No,
A
he's
little bit.
He's the original Batman. But because at one point he's gonna say, "My family," and he's gonna get you out of there, and it's all gonna be okay.
Fair enough. Captain?
I mean, is it weird that my answer was Idris Elba? Is that weird? No, just something to look at as I'm dying. I would say somebody fun. Like, I'm a big Sam Rockwell nerd, so I'd want to like sit with Sam Rockwell, pick his brain on acting, get a playlist going, and watch him dance. That guy can dance.
As you slowly perish.
As I slowly die of unrelated causes. The storm actually ends. I just have diabetes and don't know it. That's what's happening.
Before we let you go, just a quick shout out. You have had, before we began, I was going to say, man, what a year you're having. What a life you're having. Like what were the movie that came out that Oprah was in?
Wrinkle in Time.
Yes.
Yes.
Was wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Like real, and you were wonderful in it, man. And you just keep like working like crazy. You're always spinning plates. And then I work with some cats that work with you on another thing you're working on. Aren't you doing like 4 Weddings and a Funeral, the TV show or something?
Yeah, I'm adapting it for as a miniseries.
You are like so incredibly busy, man. What is this Sundance going to be like for you?
What is this? Well, I came into this thinking I hate uncertainty and I hate the cold weather. Right. So when you have a movie that needs to find a distributor and you're coming to Park City, I'm nervous. I'm really excited. It's great to see these guys again. I haven't seen them in months and months, but it's nervous. I'm an A student, so is Nisha. Like, we just want people to really like it and for it to do well. So yeah, it's exciting. A lot of feelings.
When does it screen?
Tonight.
Tonight. It's going to go huge, man. Give it up for the cast and the director of Late Night.